Well, hey, everybody. I'm Gabby.
I'm Jonathan. What are we talking about?
We're talking about words and that words matter and how they make people feel. But before we do that, we're actually going to play a game. So here's a little box that we have here. Just pick one.
There's lots of, I just pick one.
Pick one. Here we have a very random phrase that you're going to have to say in a distinct emotion or feeling.
Scared
is the feeling. You ready for the phrase?
Yes. I wore my underwear backwards all day, and I didn't even notice.
That actually sounds like something you would do.
I
I'm
did
just
do
kidding.
that the other day. Ooh, can
Ready
we do that
for
again? Yep.
Yeah, ready for the next one?
Ooh, shy. I put my sock on my hand and called it Mr. Footface.
That was really good. I believe you're shy.
I'll do one more. Angry.
Okay.
I tried to tickle my elbow, and it said it wasn't funny.
Well, that was a great segue into our story today because words matter, guys.
That's right. I have a story from the Bible about a person who did not use angry words and then a person who did use angry words. All right, so this is from the book of Judges in the Bible. Fantastic book in the Bible. Super cool. Lots of battles. There's a guy named Gideon, and he's going up to fight against the people of Midian. And there's this huge battle, and with just pick a number between 1 and 1,000.
2.
Nope, that's the wrong number.
Okay.
300. With 300 soldiers, Gideon takes down the army of Midian. But that's not the fun part of the story. What happens afterwards is crazy. So the men of Ephraim, one of the tribes of Israel, came to Gideon and they said, "Yo, why have you treated us like this? Why didn't you ask us to help you when you went out to fight against Midian?" And in anger, they challenged Gideon. Not cool.
Okay, not cool.
Gideon answered them, "Oh, but what I've done isn't anything compared to what you've done. I mean, you've been able to harvest things. Isn't it better to have been able to do all of that? What was I able to do compared to what you did?" And after Gideon said that, they didn't feel angry with him anymore. Okay. So
Nice.
Gideon used peaceful words. He could have been super angry.
Yeah.
Fast forward.
Okay.
Just a few chapters. We got a guy named Jephthah. Same story. Went out to fight, had a big battle. Right after the battle, Jephthah won. Okay. Here's what happened. The troops of Ephraim were called out. And when they arrived, they said to Jephthah, "You went to fight against the Ammonites?
No way.
Why didn't you ask us to go with you? We're going to burn down your house over your head." The people of Ephraim used angry words. Now, listen to what Jephthah said.
Okay.
He said, "Yo, I and my people were taking part in a great struggle. We were at war. We asked you for help. You didn't come to save me from their power. I saw you wouldn't help. I put my life in danger. I went across the Jordan to fight the Ammonites. The Lord helped me in the battle over them. So why have you come up today to fight me?" So then he called down everybody and they fought against Ephraim. Jephthah started a war with his words. And here's what the Bible says. At that time, 42,000 men of Ephraim were killed.
Oh, no. Words
Crazy.
really matter, huh?
Yep.
He was angry.
So the moral of that story
Yeah.
is when somebody brings anger to you or mean words or attacking words or something like that, you have a choice. You can respond with more angry words.
Okay.
And it could lead to something really bad.
Yeah.
Jephthah, big battle, 42,000 people died. Or you can respond like Gideon and have your words be filled with peace.
Yeah. I think it's time for a game. So I'm going to give you a definition. And you have to guess the object. You have to guess the word. All right, you ready?
Yes.
A jellyfish you carry to block the sun.
A jellyfish you carry to block the sun. Umbrella.
Yeah.
Boom.
That was really good. Okay.
Let's go. Let's
right.
go.
Let's do-
Okay,
you
next
for
one.
another
I'm ready. I'm ready.
A robot that gives bread a warm hug.
A toaster.
Yeah.
Yes.
A stick of wood that cries great tears.
A pencil?
Yeah.
Whoa! Let's go!
He's crushing it. Well, Jonathan, it's been a hoot and a half to have you here today, explaining to us the story of Gideon and how to use kind words.
Use words for peace, not for anger.
That's right. I'll see you next time.
Sweet.
Bye.